I know, this is maybe one of the webinars you've been waiting the most for. As a Colombian, I am aware of the reputation my country has overseas. However, and also as a Colombian, I can tell you there is nothing to worry about if you take preventative measures in some situations that we will explain later. Let's start by talking a little bit about each one of the cities of this webinar: Medellin, Armenia, and Manizales. The three of them are located in the Andes region. For this reason, they have many similarities regarding geographical conditions, weather, and cultural expressions such as music and food. Despite its similarities, historically and economically have some differences. Medellin on the one hand is sadly recognized by the Pablo Escobar cartel, the violence and drugs market. However, and happily, this is not Medellin, and you will experience it when you are here. People from Medellin cannot deny their past, but for sure has a lot to tell about its present, one in which the protagonist's role goes to its social innovation efforts, the resilience of their people, their reputation for being one of the best workers in the country, very business orientated and very creative, how friendly, nice and happy the inhabitants are, and how the big transformation the city has had in all aspects: education, architecture, opportunities, and social inclusion. Armenia, on the other hand, is also a very resilient city. You may not know, but in 1999, the city suffered a tremendous earthquake, where more than half the city was completely destroyed. What is impressive is that in less than 10 years the city was not only completely reconstructed, but was also recognized by its capacity to develop socially and economically quickly. Manizales has not suffered from any natural or social problematic as Medellin and Armenia did, but is equally recognized in the country for being a city full of joy, surrounded by beautiful landscapes, and in the last year as its students' city. Yes, the city is full of young people and ideas that allow the city to grow and evolve rapidly. Now let's go to the central part of this webinar. More than statistics and data that you can find on the internet about safety in these cities, I want to provide you with the tools for prevention in different kinds of situations. Let's start by the do's and don'ts in the street. If you are coming back home walking after a night out with your friends, or you're just simply going home late, do not choose lonely, dark, and full of trees streets. Better choose to walk on the streets with lights, where there's at least cars passing through. If you are walking on the street and homeless people approach you to demand food, money, or any other things, just ignore them and say, "No thank you." If you attend an event in the street, like a public concert or festival, and it's crowded, don't neglect your belongings. Keep them always where you can see them, and do not bring valuable things. Do not walk with your cards, credit or debit. You don't need it. Neither walk with scandalous amounts of money in the street. When you draw money, make sure you put it in a safe place. Always leave your passport at home. Do not walk with it, and make a copy in case you need it. In general, do not show off what you have: your computer, money, cell phone. Be discreet with your personal belongings. In parties, do not accept drinks from strangers, and don't neglect your glass. Keep always an eye on it. People in Colombia tend to dance relatively close. However, if someone you don't know wants to dance close to you, it could be a strategy to rob your wallet or cell phone, so be careful. It is better of you to go to a toilet with a friend, and do not leave the party alone and ask company to catch a taxi. It is better to show you have company and someone that is waiting for you when you arrive home safe. Means of transportation. If you go on the bus, on the window side, and use your cell phone close to the window, as someone could take it from you. If you are catching a taxi, prefer to order one either by phone or through the app. Otherwise, go to the taxi central station. There are many everywhere in the city. If you go on the metro or bus and it is crowded, keep your belongings in front of you and take care of them. In your house, do not open the door to strangers. If you receive calls from strangers asking you to give information or to do things, don't give away any information or do anything. Just hang up the call. If something happens to me, what shall I do? First, keep calm and call your coordinator. There are several police stations along the cities. If there is a close one, go there. Do not try to fight or argue with the thief. That will only worsen the situation. You don't know what their limits are.